Hello everyone, I'm Ankita Jethi. I am a business lead generation consultant, and today I'm going to share with you a topic which many emerging entrepreneurs has asked me for. Either they want to launch their digital dream venture, or they want to know that what goes behind setting up your digital business setup or online business setup. So today's YouTube video is all about prerequisites to launch your digital dream venture, successful online business setup. Yeah. So to start with, let's straight away go to the point. And we always have to start with that. What is our business idea and planning for it? What is my niche for my digital platform? And we should have a clear and viable business idea, so that it should provide value to people and it should serve people. It should solve people's problem. So to have an outline of that business, you should have a business plan which should be goal oriented. It should know that who are your target audiences, what are your products and services, what is your revenue model, and what will be your marketing strategy. So you need to have a detailed business plan about the business idea you want to launch. Then you need to have you need to conduct a market research, wherein you should know that which industry you are catering, what is your competition, and what are your customer needs. You should identify that what are your unique selling points and what are its competitive advantages. And you can research over your competitors. Next goes for your business name and branding. So whenever we deliver services or whenever we release a product in the market, we always have this name that resonates with it, either the service or the product. And we identify with a certain color combinations and typography and font types to identify that this brand delivers this service or this product. So we should always have a memorable and unique business name with a professional logo that constitutes, a specific color palette for your designing of the logo and a specific font type for, styling your content in the logo and having certain branding materials like banners, posters, etc. and etc. And then comes your financial planning, because people think that establishing a business online doesn't take up budgeting. It takes a lot of financial planning. But to start with, if you are an emerging entrepreneur setting up your business online, you can do branding along with setting up your system and bringing in sales all along. It's not important that at the starting of your sales or your bringing in profits to the business or funding or cash flow to the business, you need to have the entire setup done. It's not important always. What needs to be done is you need to have a certain strategy that should be launching your services or your product and then marketing it, and then bringing in sales from it, and then funding that finance to your system. But you should have that financial planning, that how much funds initially I need to invest and how much profit I need to make so that I can invest more into my system, right? And then scale my system with more tools and more human resources so that I have a scalable systems for scalable leads and scalable sales. So we need to have a budget and financial projections, and we need to have a tracking of income and expenses. So expenses constitutes your team, human resources of several departments, and income and other expenses are your tools, your digital tools required to set up, the entire foundation at the back end. And your incomes, is includes your income includes the sales that you are, selling your product or services into number of people you are selling to. So you need to always focus on income and balance your expenses. Next comes security and data protection. So we should always, invest in website security, and we should always protect our customers' data, because there are many ways in which, your digital content leaks and your data of your customers leaks. So you need to have that clause or your system that enables your website security. And then comes your marketing and promotion. So your marketing and promotion includes many things, starting from, having that website, the SEO done, the keywords embedding done, the establishment of your social media, the email marketing, content marketing, WhatsApp marketing, nurturing your community, having a lead center, bifurcating them into hot leads, cold leads, and warm leads, and then, bringing them more sales. And you need to keep nurturing your leads until they are converted into sales, developing a community. So everything's, is set up in a certain state of flow that one thing is dependent on the other. So when you are done with your foundation of your marketing, your branding and marketing, and planning over how to bring in more sales, so this is when you have this marketing calendar and you work over your sales system. Also, when you are having a system set up, you should always have a customer support or a way where your current clients can communicate over the problems or struggles they are facing at the moment, even though they have your product or your services. So they should be a channel for them that helps them out when they exactly require the help. The customer support should be available. It should be an instant customer support availability via several mediums, like an email support, a WhatsApp support, a calling support. Log in the ticket for their problems into your system, right? And you should always have these guidelines for customer communication and support. Apart from this, you should also do email marketing to help your current customers, to guide them through various, your product or services systems internally. Then you should always have analytics and reporting, where you get to see at the back end that from where the website traffic is coming and what is your sales data, what is your hit platform from where the most sales are coming into your business, and you need to deploy a click tracker at the back end. Then you have this customer acquisition and retention strategy. So what happens is you should always have your first set of strategy or first plan or strategy, wherein you should have this idea that who can be your first customers, right? And eventually when you have your first customers, it is easy to get more customers. So you should always have this plan to have how to get those first customers and how to make them stay, how to make them your loyal customers, how should they be along with you even though you bring on more products or services apart from having the current ones, right? And then comes the teams and resources. So this is one area where you need to spend money, invest money, and manage both of them. You need to manage a team of people, and you need to have those resources required to establish a digital setup. So what is actually required? Necessary tools, resources, research resources, and technology. the AI technology. So in today's date, we need to have tools, we need to have the help of the AI technology, and we need to have certain resources wherein we can research and dig down into what exactly we require data upon a certain niche. And then we need to have, specific professional deployed as per the, service. For example, if I'm doing email marketing and I'm using the tool ConvertKit, so I need to have a professional email marketer deployed as a human resource at the backend, wherein he is able to draft those email in a particular sequence, right? And then he needs to schedule it, and then when the email marketing is been executed at the back end, he needs to analyze that, what went good, what went wrong, how much sales we had, how much people opened the emails, and all those analytics at the back end, right? And then we should always have a contingency plan wherein, we always have those unforeseen challenges. In case of emergencies, we need to have some, funding, some strategy to take care of those situations wherein we cannot even expect that they can arise. Also, before delivering your products or services to your clients, you should always have this team of people wherein they are testing your service or your product before delivering it to your client. So you should always have this quality assurance over your services or your product, or if you have a tailored package from your client, you should always take care of what exactly the client is expecting. So you should always have this department, and you should invest in this. And then you should have time and commitment area wherein you should be prepared to invest time in your business, effort in your business, and you should be dedicated enough, and committed enough to grow your business. Because if you don't have that zeal of taking things forward, scaling up things with time and technology along, you might not be able to survive for long. So you need to have that drive in you to, yes, I need to invest time, I need to be committed, I am, and that comes from within, that comes from your heart. So this is something which is natural to entrepreneurs because they love what they're doing, but this is something we need to really invest upon. And yes, then comes customer feedback. So whatever the loopholes are there in your system, you tend to, realize that with your customers' feedback that, what is missing, where I am going wrong, where my product is going wrong, where my services are not, making my client satisfied, or what is missing, what is client expecting from us. So this is that system, which really brings about that power to your services or your product that makes it much more better and better and better over a period of time. And you know what, for example, if I'm your customer and I've given you 3-star rating or a 4-star rating, and then your customer department calls me and says, why ma'am, you have given me so and so rating, may I know the reason why it is not the 5-star rating? And I give them the input that, sir, this is something with which I was not really happy about. So there are 2 things to be done. One, that thing with which I was not satisfied needs to be implemented in the entire system at the back end. That is one. And number 2 is your department needs to exclusively, give me that experience and, respond over my dissatisfaction that over your query, we have done this, we have brought this change into our system, and this is something we have done it for you, and this is something extra we have, given it to you as a bonus because you are the one who identified this loophole in our system and made our product or service better. So this is actually the process or the purpose of a customer feedback in many businesses. Then comes scaling and growth. So, once your foundation is set, for example, let me take you through the journey. This is a small, a little journey I'm taking you through. Starting from, for example, I need to have this online business. So I bought a domain. Then I bought a hosting with an SSL certificate for a website security, and I made it private, right? And then I gave it to my development and designing team. They developed the website and inserted those keywords and did the SEO. Now my website and SEO with the development of landing pages is done. Right, then I had my presence on major social media platforms wherein I am delivering content related to my business or my niche every day in the form of creatives and reels and long videos, short videos, infographics. And then eventually one day I start leaving there the lead magnets. I start leaving there the landing page details, right? And eventually when people start joining me and liking my content, they start clicking on the links I have provided. So from there, when you start getting those organic presence and organic leads into your system, they are being tracked at the back end in the website and being nurtured again and again. And then they are being, put into a funnel of remarketing. So you have those people in your system who visited your profile and clicked on the links you left to capture them, right? And then you nurtured them having their details by email marketing, WhatsApp marketing, automated voice calls, your executives calling them. Apart from that, doing the remarketing, wherever they are visiting over the Google. And there are many other ways you nurture them personally or exclusively. So this is one thing. So now when you have that lead center in your system, and you are nurturing people, and few of them generally click. So, if you have like 100 people visiting your website, there are many chances that 8 to 10 people will convert. And out of that, 5 people are sure sales, because they are following you from some time. So people keep revisiting, and when you capture them and put them into your funnel, when you nurture them, then scaling happens. And when scaling happens, when you nurture like 500 leads every day, so every day there are chances that you have a sale of minimum 4 to 5 sales, right? And 4 to 5 sales every day accounts to 30 into 5, you make 150 sales. And if you do that organically and over a very good content deliverability on the social media, so this is how scaling and growth happens organically. You need to have that authority in your content you are giving on the social media, such that people are enticed and urged to visit your the valuable platforms, the platforms you want to make them come and stay there, and to make them have that retention over your platform. You need to keep them giving those values. So that value comes from your expertise in your niche, and that expertise comes from your experience, your learnings. So that is what is something which is making you special, unique, and expert in your field. And that is why people are associated with you. So it's your uniqueness, your brand, your value, the way you market, the way you handle people. Everything counts. And if everything is, falling into place organically, there are, many successful chances that you're always going to scale over paid media, paid advertisements. So set your foundation first. Have that clarity of what goes in before you launch your digital dream venture. Have a look at this, the plan that you need to have this business idea and a plan. You need to research over your competitors, have a nice branding, have, working capital, secure your data, make a plan how you will market, have a system to support people queries, analyze where the traffic is coming from, have that customer acquisition strategy, deploy teams and resources, have an emergency plan, always do testing, give time and commitment to your business, have a customer feedback, and scale. And do this with organic content at first for at least 6 months. Consistently. And then see what happens. So I hope, this helps. And for any queries, you can always email me at ask@ankitajethi.com. You can visit my website www.ankitajethi.com, or you can visit for more content related to digital marketing over www.ankitajethi.blog. And signing off. Thank you.